The one thing that was so critical at the time was I knew I had to give myself an at-bat and I knew I had to take a chance. I don't advise everybody to just quit their 9-to-5, quit their, consistent paying job to do something. So the first time that I decided to kind of go off, do my own thing, follow my own path and dreams, 2 layoffs, and I realized at the time, I was like, there's some areas that I actually want to really follow my dreams and my passion. At the time, it was fitness. It still is fitness, but at the time, from a business perspective, it was fitness. So I had this idea and I was like, well, I kind of want to do online personal training. I got my NASM certification and I started 413 Apparel. After about 6 months in office there, I realized, okay, the income was about the same. I was like, time to step out on my own. I think at the time I was 26 years old. If I bomb, I fail, I'm gonna give myself a year and then I can find another job. The one thing that was so critical at the time for me that was so important was I knew I had to give myself an at-bat and I knew I had to take a chance. I don't advise everybody to just quit their 9-to-5, quit their, consistent paying job to do something. I was just focused on myself. I wasn't dating anybody seriously, didn't have anything that other responsibilities that I really had to take care of. So I was like, this is the perfect time. I learned so much in that moment. I learned a few things. One, I learned how to be in solitude with myself. Were my habits perfect during that time? Absolutely not. I had other vices because I felt lonely. I didn't go about everything the right way, but I did learn how to really work in silence and in solace. And I think that has helped me so much today because I have a very high work capacity. The other thing I learned was that the overarching nature of running a business is you think that you're just going in and being like, I'm just being an online personal trainer. It's like you are the finance person, you are the personal trainer, you are the marketing person, you're doing everything. So I also learned a capacity of how to do everything, how to know my business from the ground up and be able to do everything. Over time, after about 1.5 years, that led me to 413 Apparel. 413 stands for Philippines 413. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm wearing a 413 Apparel shirt right now. That company went for about 5 years, but I noticed a love for branding. So when 413 Health and Fitness, my online personal training company, expanded, I realized I just want, to make sure that all of my clients have 413 Health and Fitness tanks. So I basically ran a promo. It was like, hey, if you get a shirt, you get X amount off, for a month of training or whatever. So many people bought the shirts and I was like, I enjoyed the process of seeing people wear the apparel more than the actual training. As that started to grow, I realized oh man, I have a love for branding. I also knew that my skill set from 413 Health and Fitness would allow me to scale 413 Apparel, because if I knew how to do everything from the top down, then I was able to start finding pieces of people to work with that could do those things that I now didn't have time to do because I had a bigger vision for the apparel brand. In 2020, it popped. It went really well, where we started really hitting profit, and same with 2021. And then around 2022, I was like, oh, I love speaking, and I've been doing that well before any 413 Health and Fitness, well before any of that. The lesson that I've learned in all of this is I've been chasing a greater vision in my life, but everything has kind of been they've been different things, but everything has been streamlined. And it's been 2 things that I've noticed. One is the inspiration of other people. Any ethos of everything that I've ever put out has been to make other people feel more confident, feel better about themselves, be able to perform better, be able to step into who they are and feel and be and do things that are more powerful within themselves. The second thing is consistency. I am big on consistency. I can sit and watch grass grow. If I know that I can be consistent with a thing, I know at some point in time it will pay off. Now, the way in which it pays off, I don't know. It's not a variable that's in my control. How big it will pay off, I don't know. It's not a variable that's in my control. But giving consistent effort to a thing is something that I stress so much because I do so much of it, because it's something that I really, really love to do, because that's where the fruits of labor end up showing up. The other thing that probably isn't talked about a lot or even known, and hopefully you get to this level of the video, I've gotten laid off 4 times in my career, my tech career. And that's taught me so much. And I haven't held a lot of bitterness because I understand the economy, I understand certain things. But what it has taught me is that if I am going through and working someone else's dream, that's great. To be of service to somebody else, to learn in the process, it's a great thing. but also in the same token, I have to be going after and I have to be doing something that fulfills me. I have to be doing something that I really enjoy doing as well, because that's something that's going to anchor me. Because at the end of the day, I can wake up in the morning and I have hope. Like, I genuinely like wake up, and I don't say this cliche, like I wake up excited to wake up and get things rolling, because I'm like, I have so much hope because I can do something that I love. I can motivate and really, feed into other people's lives, like really just give to other people. It's what I like to do. And then I'm able to be consistent with it on a daily basis. And it's something that I love being consistent with. So I have so much hope for the future by what I'm doing in the present day. If there's anything that I can really just like, hopefully I get across in this message, find something that you love to do and just do it consistently. And it doesn't negate the fact that you have other responsibilities. It doesn't negate the fact that you might have a job, you might have other things that take up your time. But if you can do those things, you will feel a whole lot better. You'll feel a whole lot more fulfilled. I see this a lot, and I actually feel very bad for people who constantly lament their day-to-day because they don't see how much positive can happen if they change their focus, if they change their actions, if they do things consistently in an area that they want to. And my question to them is it within your control to change? And they say, well, yes, but. And it's like, well, the but isn't, it's like, I've gotten laid off a few times. Well, can I still have hope, and can I still do the things that I love? Yes, but it might be tougher. I might need to scale it back. But the yes is the most important thing. The rest of it, yeah, we might have to make some adjustments or whatever, but like, yes, I can. Can I be a better man? Can I serve my household better? Can I be a better fiance? Yes, but it might be a little bit harder and it might take a little bit more energy. But the yes is important. Yes, I can consistently do that. All these things may happen, but yes, it's within my control. And so for me, it's really saying yes to my life. It's really saying yes to the things that are in my control, really saying yes to the things that I know fulfill me, and all the but and all the stuff that comes after it that might be a byproduct that might not be the greatest feeling. If it's in line with what I want to do, I do it. And I hope that I inspire people to be able to do that as well, is say yes to the things that are within your control that you want to do, and everything else and all the other stuff that comes against you that's negative, that is not the fun stuff. By doing and saying yes to those things, you're able to wake up with a little bit of hope. And if you can wake up with hope, you can change your world, you can change the world around you. And yeah, I hope that's the message that spreads a little bit.
Thank you so much for watching this video. We have clips and content coming out every single week, full videos on Thursdays, and clips coming out almost every single day. You can subscribe to this channel if you like it. Also, please send it to somebody who you know needs this message or any message that you see, and we will see you in the next video.